Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the last episode, we cleared Tiny Huge Island, and in this episode, our next course is underway, which is up these stairs, and oh my god, a star door! But we're gonna be fighting Bowser this early? To the final battle? This can't be right! What's going on here? Actually, no, just kidding. It just leads to a few more courses, and there's a toad here that we need to talk to, because he, of course, has something for us, if you can see at the bottom of the dialogue here. And guess what that is? Of course, it's a Power Star. Who would have thought? That is very nice of you, Toad. And that is the last Toad we're going to talk to. That's all the Toads that we've actually talked to right now. There's no more after him. So, like I said in the last video, this next course we're about to enter has a gimmick. And as you can see, I'm watching where the hand is positioning itself. This course is called Tick-tock clock. First mission is roll into the cage. So basically, whenever, depending on how the hand is positioned, the entire, all the obstacles around here may or may not move. When the big hand is pointed to 12, like once it's pointed to 12 in, like, you know, a new hour, then everything stops. So everything goes on a standstill. However, if the big hand goes to any other number that is not 12, then things will start moving. All these platforms and the obstacles will start moving. And it may be a little more challenging, but some of them can be a little helpful. And there's a star right here. See? Simple as that. Some of the courses, like, you would have to, like, either stop the time or just have time, or have all the obstacles move. This one's called the Pit and the Pendulums, right here. Now, let me go and tell you something right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump the gun. I hate this course. I hate it so much. 3 reasons. 1, for some reason, I begin to notice that the way Mario jumps, it just feels a little clunky. Or maybe it might be just me, but that's something that I've noticed. And it really makes for a nerve-wracking experience because of all those tight platforms that you're coming across. And it could be very easy to fall to your death, like all the way down to the abyss. Second reason, of course, if you guys thought Tiny Huge Island was bad enough about this, well, yeah, the camera control's still the problem. It gets much worse. Like, well, I guess that's when things start to go a little downhill, like, since you start the second floor. But things get a lot worse around Tick-tock clock. And pretty much, I believe, the next course as well. Like, dear God, the camera control. Just, ugh. And yeah, I fell to my death here because I couldn't see where I was going. I blame the camera control for this, because you are going to be fighting the camera a lot in this course. The camera control right here. I really don't know what Lackey Zoo is thinking. The one that's been following us throughout this course, freaking stalker. Alright, so, what I'm going to do next is that, well, as you already know, I'm just going to have the big hand point to, well, 5 right here. I think when it gets to 5, then things might go a little slow, or actually it goes a little fast. And I think once it gets to the half-hour mark, like, you know, at the 6, then, things will go a little slow, if I can remember correctly. And I think at the 3, then it kind of flip-flops to, like, you know, it kind of, some of the obstacles go either fast or slow, or things get a little just messed up. What I'm trying to say, bottom line, that's the bottom line right here. And yes, I, kind of didn't wait enough for those blocks to, or those platforms to move around, so that's kind of my fault there. I'm sorry about that. Actually, no, I was wrong. It was actually, once the big hand gets to the 6, then things start to get a little messed up, as you can see right there, if you just look closely at how the conveyor belt was moving. Yeah, it goes forward and then backward. See, I think it's got a little messed up here, and of course I screwed up right here too. So I think it's actually when the big hand gets the 3, then all the obstacles will go a little slower. Alright, so I got the second reason why I hated this course, which, as you already know, the camera control. But so the third reason, well, of course, the freaking 100 coin mission. But we'll get more on that a little later on once we actually start doing the well. Once I start to show off the star for the 100 coin mission. Well, actually no. Well, this mission here is stopping the Thwomp, but the Thwomp is located all the way to the top of this course. So maybe I have plenty of time to talk about it. For the 100 coin mission. Yeah, actually, yeah, screw it, I'm just gonna talk about it now. Speaking of the Thwomp, we actually haven't seen him since Whomp's Fortress. It's kinda weird, but I digress. So, the 100 coin mission, you would not believe it. Like, I'm sure you probably noticed that, that blue coin switch on the second mission. Well, I actually didn't get enough blue coins there because I ran out of time, because I really needed to be careful as I went across that narrow platform because I didn't want to follow my death. But I ran out of time to collect all the blue coins, and so I only collected a few. And I also tried to collect every other coin in this course as possible. And guess what? I only managed to make it to about 90-something coins. So, I got all the other coins, but I didn't make it up to 100. And I just went all over the place, and I didn't get enough, and I didn't get the star. And I also died a few times while trying to do the 100 coin mission. I was so infuriated because of that. I collected all the coins I could all over the course, and I didn't reach the goal to collect all the coins to get the star. I was so mad. Oh my god, I was so angry. Just And so I had to redo the whole collectathon all over again. So, like I said, I mean, I don't really mind collectathons all that much. And you know, even though Donkey Kong 64 is very well known for having the biggest number of collectibles, it doesn't punish you severely. Like, at least they are perma-collectibles, so I still do enjoy Donkey Kong 64 that way. I can still tolerate it like that. I only hate it whenever they punish me, like, you know, I have to just... Like, if I collect as many collectibles as I could, and then I die for some reason, and I have to redo the whole collectathon all over again. That's what really ticks me off. Look at Mario there. I mean, I just try to get on the platform, and then Mario just does that whole pose there. I actually kind of did laugh there when I was recording this game, or this episode. But yes. So like I was saying, like, at least in the first few courses in this game, the 100 coin mission isn't all that bad, and yes, I'm speeding this up because of how slow the hand is moving. So yeah, the first few courses, the 100 coin collectathon may not be all that bad, even though they kind of do slow the game down to a crawl. Especially since the coins would try to go away from you after you defeat an enemy. But the later courses, oh my god. That's when I actually really began to hate the 100 coin missions so much. Just... ugh. God. Oh, and to add insult to injury, we only have one more course to go. Yeah, this is actually our 14th course, if you hadn't saw the number there. So, yeah, the next course will be the final course. And of course... Okay, I know, I kept on saying course, so yeah, kind of bad fun there. Yeah, but anyway. But the next course that we're going to be going to... That is probably the most challenging course you could ever go to. Much worse than Tick-tock Clock. There's going to be... It relies on a lot of platforming there. And of course, there are some instances, like some sort of transportation that can go really slow. And the 100 coin mission there? I'm gonna have a lot of fun there. It's gonna be such a slow ride. Oh, and also, yeah, there are a lot of platforms, and there's also an abyss. Well, it's actually set in some sort of sky right there, and we haven't even made it to the course yet. And there I go talking about it. And yeah, it is set in the sky, which means that it's very likely you'll fall down to the abyss. And then you would lose a life. Oh yeah, and I just do a lot of stupid things right here. Trying to get through, get onto these platforms, and I just get falling off of them. Yay, for my own stupidity! Ha ha ha! But yes, the next course. Yeah, just thinking about the 100 coin mission. It's gonna be so much fun. And I don't know, am I ever going to contain my sanity whenever I record the next episode? Probably not, but we'll see about that. If I actually do just throw my controller down, somehow in rage. And there we go. And I know, I actually cut off all the unnecessary parts of how I actually failed miserably at the 100 coin mission because I suck! They suck so hard. They do. And I do know for a fact that it does return in Sunshine, and they're much worse there. May not be all that bad in Galaxy with these purple coins. Some of them are, but not all of them. But oh, the next course. Oh. Am I still gonna become, or am I just gonna lose my sanity there? We'll see about that. I think I've ran it on for far too long right now. I've ran it all the way to the end of the video. I just started talking about why I hated tick-tock clock so much. I got to the subject with 100 coins, and I ran it all the way to the end of the video. Well then. Okay. I guess this probably ought to be an interesting video for you guys, so... Yeah, I never actually got to mention it. I did come back from my vacation, so I had a lot of fun there. I got to see my relatives again. I had such a great time up in Alabama. So it was a great time there, so... Anyways, once again, I apologize if I ran it all the way to the end of the video, but you know, I can help myself. I mean, I gotta express things about, you know, about all this craziness. But I'll just have to wait till I get to the next course and, oh, see how it will take place for me. I'm probably not gonna record for tonight because I have an hour left before I get to sleep, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know. We'll see how it is. So, anyway, next time on Let's Play Super Mario 64, one more course to go. We have one more course. Can you believe it? We have our 15th and final course in the game. We're almost done, guys. Well, except there's actually another secret course. Well, a couple more secret courses we got to go to. One of them being the final Bowser course, but we will see what awaits us afterwards. So, till next time, see you guys later.